Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the California Golden Bears. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Golden Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida State's offense will take the field first. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week defensive coordinators go in and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
Using the quick game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Seminoles want to move quickly. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So California's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Shimonik. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's got the back in the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Golden Bears send out the punt unit. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. Well, they tried to play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity, and they weren't able to do it there.
The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, fine. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw again. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Almost took it off. But a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. To the air, it's Shamanic. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Golden Bears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Got the back over the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go. He's got it. First down and more. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits zero. They'll run it from the gun. Makes his man miss. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to throw, it's Shamanic. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play-action fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Going deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Noles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got his man downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Golden Bear. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll try the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
It's complete to the left. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold on.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the 1st down here on 4th. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Brown. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Holds and fires complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The Noles will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Parker. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. Bringing it out. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley.
Looking for blockers. And the returner goes down. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. To the air, it's Shamanic. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Handoff to the single back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got it set up on the outside. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Golden Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back to throw, it's Shamanic. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Bunch formation for these receivers. One back to the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Oh, he's got a chance. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 45, on its way. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. And the Noles have this offense rolling.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
He's got his man, makes the grab. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Never a doubt. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 4 over Auburn. Just another week of SEC football.
Breaks into the open. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Golden Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So 1st down will open up the final period. To the air, it's Shimonik. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Working that left side now. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's
lots of room to run. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, no.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
no doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Finds his big tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Shamanik. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Hauls it in. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Let's see if this offense comes out swinging from the first play of the drive down late. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, we understand the situation. We need a touchdown, we need a 2-point conversion, but you can't get all of that on one play.
Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you've got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job.
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Got to give this team credit, guys, because good teams find ways to win games. I know they were their favorite coming into this one, but they get the touchdown when they need it. You got to convert the two-point play to tie this thing up. There's still time left at the end of this game, but you feel like the momentum is now back on their side.
He's got it. The 2 is good, and we have ourselves a tie game. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Shimonik. Out of the backfield, he's open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Golden Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the air on second down. Lets it go. Got his man all by himself. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Score is deadlocked, and we're running out of time. From the gun, he'll try to throw. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Finds his back in the middle. And he'll be brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, the kicker was trying to put his team on the board and break this 0-0 tie. Just didn't have enough leg to get it there.
Got a man. It's Brown.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. Just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Florida State.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose.